Okay, let's do this as quick as possible. Hello, welcome in. Now, I believe a tarot card reading was redeemed, so I'm going to do this very quickly. And I apologize, Sonic Revo. I am on my way. I promise. I just have to get this done very quickly. I apologize. I am so very sorry. Okay, so, Foxy, you pulled the Hanged Man, King of Wands, and the Page of Cups. So, for the Hanged Man, your problems are of your own making and may not even be problems at all. You climbed up the tree, you'll be able to climb down, and in the meantime, patience and a new perspective will serve you well. For the King of Wands, the King of Wands is everything a leader should be: strong, powerful, ambitious, and experienced. The crowns on the curtains are no coincidence. You were born to lead, so it is time to act like it. Take control of your life before leading others, but don't hesitate to take advantage of an opportunity that presents itself. The king is pure fire, a natural role model, ruler of the jungle. Go roar. And then for your Page of Cups, like all pages in the tarot, the Page of the Wands brings a youthful energy, but can also bring his youthful lack of judgment. Spring is in the air with all the freshness and vitality and energy that comes with it, not to mention its colorful birds. It's plump, delicious, colorful birds. Stay positive. Now it's a time of fun and adventure. Maybe not so much for the bird, though. Hopefully that is helpful for you for your interview tomorrow. Just take charge. Be confident in your answers. You're gonna do fine. Promise. And even if you don't, it is okay. The worst that you can be told is it's just not for you. It just means that something else is on the horizon for you. And that is totally fine. That's all part of the adventure. I hope that helps. But yes, hello everyone. I apologize. Welcome to another evening of Festival of Ages 24. We have a interview going on literally right now. Kind of late. Anyway, it's an interview with me, yours truly. Oh, I don't normally look like this. Hold on, so sorry. Probably so confusing. My bad. There we go. So much better, right? I know. I look amazing. Kind of. I know. I know. We're going through a lot. Anyway, I'm going to go over and head on to the next screen because we have an interview to do, and the interview is about me and Festival of Ages. SonicRevo is actually going to be doing the interview for their Sonic R show. They are also streaming it on their site as well. You may go check that out. Literally click their the thing on the dash, do it. All right, so I'm going to go head over there right now. Give me a second. Oh boy, here we go. Look at that big old Sonic on the screen. There we go. Beep.
All right, that'll do it for the stream. Good night, everyone.
Wow, no! Oh, it's over already! Yay!
No, I'm just playing.
Oh goodness gracious!
I have to. Let me close the Twitch stream. I confused myself for a second there. Anyway, all right. Y'all are good to go. I'm gonna go ahead and hop in the audience. It's all yours.
Do that. I actually have to reset everything because it's stuck with whoever was in that other one.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know why. Hold on.
Oh dang.
There we go.
Okay, well, Viv, would you like to enter this panel?
Right, I would love to. Hello everyone, my name is Vibrable, but you can call me Vib. I am a VTuber just like Glitch Kitten, and today we're going to be doing a Q&A panel about their Sega Festival of Ages!
Hooray!
Yay!
Let's get some applause in the chat.
Yeah, for sure. So, Glitch, would you like to introduce yourself and explain what the Festival of Ages is?
I would definitely like to, yes. Let's see. So, my name is GK, also known as Glitch Kitten. I am an interdimensional cat-like entity VTuber. And pretty much I am currently running a festival that has been a passion project for a very long time. About like, I want to say, oh my gosh, it's this is pretty much its like 4th year running, I think.
Ooh, 4 years.
Yeah. So, okay, sorry. Real quick, nobody's PNGs are showing up anymore.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I think it acts weird with stages a little bit. But yeah, nobody's PNGs showing up.
Oh no. Well, we're just
it's probably because I hit that accept invite that you gave me and it broke everything. So yeah, everything's broken. It is okay. We'll figure it out, won't we?
It's the golden rule. It wouldn't be without something going wrong, right?
True. Yeah.
We love scuff. We
do. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna remove it and I'm just gonna make a new browser source and make sure that it works. So let's do this.
Just turn it off and turn it back on again. Always works.
Yep. That's how it goes. Okay. Nope. It still comes up with, for some reason, this only happens in the stages for Revo, where somehow it will say that I am hanging out in another stage, but I'm not there. So I don't know who's hanging out in that other stage that has the Sonic icon. It was like sushi or something, but yeah, their icon is the only one showing up, not your guys. So, yeah, I would probably have to like exit and re-enter, but I don't know if it will do it. So you know what? We're just gonna run with it. Honestly, it's fine.
Yeah. So getting back to our Q&A is, how did this get started? What was the idea behind this whole festival?
Geez. Okay, so funnily enough, the way that this festival actually started was via a joke. And it was Sonic, the SOS or Summer of Sonic exists, right? And it goes on in the UK, and I cannot get there. I cannot get there. It is too far. So obviously I can't get to it. And so at the time I was like, man, all the cool stuff happened so far away. It's so not fair. Heck it, I am just gonna make a festival of my own. I'm gonna make my own version, and I only planned for it to be like 2 weeks. That's it.
We love to see it though.
And I just played a bunch of Sonic games for 2 weeks straight. Everything was Sonic themed and stuff like that, and that was it. It was literally a joke. Rockstar, thank you so much for the follow. But it was a joke, and then people ended up really liking it and was like, are you gonna bring it back next summer? I said, I guess I could. Yeah, sure, why not? I like playing Sonic games anyway. So then the next year comes around, and it was so much bigger. For one, the very first, like, official festival, where it was called GK Summer of Sonic because it was a digital homage to the actual festival, was 4 months long.
Whoa!
It was from June to September, and it was everything you could imagine. SOS 2021 was insane. It had so much going on. There was so many Sonic games being played. There was so many, like, little mini tournaments here and there. It was just a whole bunch of things. And genuinely, we played through so many that after 2021, people were like, yeah, you gotta keep doing this. Like, we're looking forward to the summer like every time. So 2022 rolls around, and that one got a bit more organized. We had much more production value on that one. We started having guests, and tournaments and stuff like that, and oh my god. Once 2023 rolled around, I was capped to only do it for 2 months because during 2022's, I nearly went out of commission because it was a 3-month festival. It dialed down from 4 to 3 months. Still a lot. Still very long. Lots of people. 2023 ended up just being the 2 months, which is just July and August, which that's the sweet spot we're staying with. It was so much, and we did so much during the 2023 where we had guest panels. We had the Sonic Riders tournament for the first time. We had Pixel Panic, which was, you know, a cart game mode that I came up with a while back. And like several different mini tournaments. There was so much packed into those 2 months that the month after the festival, I lost my voice completely. For an entire month. I was not able to speak or even make a single noise. It was gone. I got so sick afterwards because it was my life day in, day out, you know, as it is this year too. But this year, it finally being it's under its own name and its own banner, and that's huge thanks to Dreadnux, because last year I had reached out to him and was like, hey, I don't want it to seem like I'm stepping on toes, and we are going under the name SOS. I just want to know, like, what I can do to keep this festival going, because obviously I can't stop now. And, you know, what can I do to, you know, make this a real thing, but not be encroaching on territory? Well, one was changing the name, obviously. And two, he was extremely supportive of the festival. Like, he was just like, we love what you're doing. And anything that we can, you know, do to help in any way for next year's, let us know. But we're going to be keeping an eye on this. And I was just like, that's insane. I was so stressed out too, because I was just like, what if they tell me to shut this whole thing down? That's gonna suck.
We're going to watch you.
Yeah, I was like, that's gonna suck. And I was like, which ones are they watching? I don't know. It was like a couple of days after opening ceremonies, and I already was having a heart attack. But yeah, no, after that, like, they even helped vote on our new name, which is Festival of Ages, which works so well. And
I love that.
All the marketing and production and everything finally found its place, because everything was all based off of Sonic stuff and everything like that. Now it's based off of the Y2K era for Sega. I love that. I think we really found our footing with the designs and stuff, and now we get to show love for everything Sega, not just Sonic. So it's nice.
Right?
That's kind of where it's been, and now we have 2 weeks left of the festival. And it's been a wild ride so far. Yeah, it's been a wild ride.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love to see it. I really do think all of the other, like, Sega franchises deserve appreciation, you know? Many people, like, probably don't even know they exist. Like, Knights, for one. Like, goodness gracious. People have been asking for a third game for, like, so much time. So much time. Myself included.
Yeah.
So, it's just great to see other Sega franchises that, like, aren't Sonic getting the love that they deserve. Yeah. I see some hands raised.
Yeah, would you like to call up someone, Bib?
Yeah, I would definitely love to call someone up. All right, let me see. I'll call up the first person. How about Prankster? Come on up.
Yeah, and if you have a question about the festival or even a Sega-related question, go for it.
Yeah. Please talk to us about Sega franchises. I would love to hear your questions about Sega franchises. Specifically Knights. Specifically Knights.
Specifically Knights. Only Knights. Only Knights.
There is no brain, just Knights.
Just Knights, nothing else.
Maybe Space Channel 5. Maybe that too. Yeah.
That's a good one too.
I love Space Channel 5. Anyways, hello, Prankster.
Uh-oh. Is the audio not working? Hang on, I got this.
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
With the stream scum.
No. What have you done, Beb?
My presence has summoned the Red Dream Jester who
sad
causes problems. Sad hours. Oh, goodness.
Let's try again. Okay, it'll work now.
Oh. Hold on, if you can hear me, say potato.
Yeah,
potato!
Okay, we'll
French
try.
fry.
Potato!
Yippee!
Yeah!
We got it working, folks.
We did it. Oh my goodness.
It only took one browser refresh.
One browser refresh. we love that.
We do. What's your question?
My question is, out of everything that comes out of the festival for this whole thing, what is your favorite part about the festival itself?
My favorite part of the festival? Let's see. Gosh. That's hard to pinpoint, and the only reason being is because every year we have new stuff. Like, this year was all experimental stuff because it was the first year under our new name as an official festival. So I'd say probably if I could pick this year, my favorite thing that has happened so far for this year was genuinely, I want to say there was two things. One was getting to do the interview with Dredd because I just had such a fun time hanging out with him, and it was kind of my way of like just showing my appreciation and thank you for allowing me to keep running with this festival. The support has been phenomenal. But what I do really like about running this festival is how much people want the next one. And like the festival will be over and everybody will always say like, now I gotta wait till next summer for it to happen again. And that means so much to me because it means that all the work that me and my team do for this festival is worth it. When somebody goes, this was the best summer I ever had, or this was the most fun I've had in a summer, or with this game, or I met people through this. Like last year, there were people that hit me up and was like, did you know I met my significant other at your festival? And I was like, I had no idea.
Oh my God.
Actually. Or did you know I met my best friend at your festival? Or I started, VTubing because of this festival, or other things like that. And it's like, that's insane. People
That's wonderful.
have literally been like, I've started events now, like speedrunning events or riders events or other things like this based off of the stuff that happens at your festival. I just want you to know, like, this was so cool. I want to do stuff like that. And one, I never know how to respond to those things except like, I'm so happy for you, because I am, but also I don't know, like, I want to say thank you, but like, I'm scared it sounds weird if I say that. And it's like, I really appreciate that you like the stuff that I'm doing. I'm just a very strange cat thing. Please don't perceive me. I'm scared. Like,
I love that for you.
It's okay.
I barely know how to respond to that stuff. I really don't. I'm always thankful, though. It always means the world to me. It's not lost on me at all. It means the absolute world to me that somebody is inspired by whatever I'm doing, as silly as it is or as whatever, and wants to make their own stuff. That's all I ever want on this planet, is to just do stuff and people go, I could do that, and they do it, and that's awesome. So yeah, I'd say that. That's my favorite part.
Yeah,
That is a
we
very-
love that for you.
Yee.
It's a very thoughtful answer. Well, thank you for answering my question, Glitch. Hopefully no more audio issues come up again.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yay.
I appreciate you.
You have my best wishes.
Thank
I'll be
you.
going now. Prank
Okay.
y'all later!
Bye.
Bye.
Alrighty, so thank you for that question, Prankster. So before I call up the next person, my next question is, what's a particular moment during the festival that has really stood out to you? It doesn't have to be like this year. It could be like any of the other ones too.
That really stood out to me. Actually, last year's Writers Tournament, because it was the very first one we ever ran. We had a lot of people join that tournament. It was the most packed arena, quote unquote, which is what I usually call the venues for the tournaments, but it was the most packed stream I had. We had close to 100 something people or more hanging out for that stream. The casino, which we like to name the predictions thing on Twitch, because everybody bets points as to who's winning, burned down. It broke. We could no longer use it because of how insane the influx of votes that were coming in during matches, and they were insane. So the Festival of Ages tournament is very special because it is all skill sets. From like underdogs to veterans to intermediate, advanced, like all skill sets show up for this tournament in particular. It is a winner take all, free for all skill sets, all walks of life enter this arena to battle it out. And last year we had somebody who literally had only played the game for like a month or two and was pretty much playing it like they play Mario Kart DS specifically, and just gravitated towards a board and was like, oh, this board is really fun to use, da-da-da. They were the underdog. They came in against advanced, intermediate veterans and they swept. When I tell you, it was the wildest thing to see this beginner come in you know, and having practice, and everybody did so good, but we ended up having a beginner genuinely skyrocket to first place over the course of 3 days. It was a 3-day tournament. We had our preliminaries, our semifinals, and our grand championships, literally back to back to back. And
we love that.
Each tournament like day lasted almost 6 hours. It was insane, the matches we were getting, and they climbed all the way to the top and became our very first Sonic Riders champion for the festival.
That's a good one. Wow.
So that one in particular, that stood with me because that was one, a 3-day ordeal in which I did not sleep, and two, was one of the biggest events that we kind of like chucked at the wall and was like, well, people seem interested. Let's try this out. It not only returned for this festival, which is happening next week, and it's a 2-day tournament this time, but it's now such a staple in my community that not only do we have our own riders team, which is called the Galaxy Gearheads, but we also have our own workshops, we have coaches, we have our own licenses that are literally branded with the team name, where you can get assessed and you can get your ranks and earn badges based on events that you go to. But we've had our beginners bracket, which was also our second biggest, and we've had we've had other events. We had our Frostfall exhibition, which was our winter riders tournament, and it's just grown and grown and grown, and we're gonna have even more riders tournaments this year coming up. It's just become its own mini community within mine because of the festival tournament. That one festival tournament, the question mark of, is this gonna work? And it blossomed into something that I am so glad to be a part of. So I'd say that for sure.
Oh, that is wonderful.
I did not know that the rider scene was so competitive.
Oh, it's
Goodness
huge.
Gracious.
It's huge.
Really?
It's huge. Yes, and there's so many mods for Sonic Riders. Like there's DX, there's, you know, Evo, there's so many. You got the Zero Gravity Regravidified, you've got Tournament Edition for Sonic Riders OG, and there's so many more.
I don't know which mod it was, but I saw like a mod that like added Hatsune Miku and Riala into
Tournament Edition.
like Sonic
Tournament Edition.
Yeah, Tournament Edition. Yeah. I've seen that one before. I've seen that one floating around before.
Tournament Edition has some really cool characters coming in. MC2, thanks for the follow. And DX is the one that we use. The reason being is because DX is probably the closest to vanilla OG. With some game modifiers, of course, and stuff like that. It plays really well, but the reason we use DX is because it's much easier on entry for people to jump into. So it's easier to run tournaments and stuff like that for people to just start and stuff like that. We'll probably host some in Tournament Edition, or heck, even if we could get Zero Gravity or like Free Riders to run, now that Free Riders can be played with a controller, the sky's the limit, honestly. There's so many different like Riders mods out there. I'd love to see what we could do with the stuff that's out there, honestly.
Yeah. I'd love to see it.
Me too. One of my favorite moments from this year's festival is like when you were doing the Guess the Music one and you were playing one of the songs from West Tap, and like the contestants were like so confident that it was Sonic Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games.
I felt so bad.
I know, and I knew what it was instantly, and I'm just like smiling in the background. And like immediately when the ending revealed, they gave the biggest shock Pikachu face ever. I thought it was funny.
It was okay. So, Viv, if you're not familiar, we have an event during the festival that is called Name That Tune Factor Cap. It is also a returning event from last year. It is pretty much Name That Tune. We play a song and you have to name where that song comes from, like the game. And this year we have 3 different editions. In fact, we have our last one coming up this week. But we had Sega edition, we had Side Mission, which was strictly Genesis era, and then we have the Sonic edition that's coming up very soon. But pretty much, yeah, all contestants sit down, you hear a song, and then when it's your turn, you have to guess what game that song came from. And then somebody else will be asked, fact or cap. Are they lying that that's what the song is from, or are they telling the truth? Once they answer, it is now chat's turn. Chat then votes via prediction. The casino opens yet again, and they bet points whether or not you got the song right or you got the song wrong. You know, the game choice. Once all the votes get tallied up, we then reveal, and if you got it right, then everybody who voted that you got it right wins points. But if you got it wrong, then that means everybody who voted you got it right loses points. And whoever voted against you gets the points. Including the person who literally decided whether or not you lied or you didn't. And there's sabotage in this game. People will lie on purpose to try and get people to lose points. It's ridiculously hilarious, though. Everybody like takes it all in good fun, but it is a staple of the festival too. It's a lot of fun. I enjoy it.
I love that. I love that. I wonder how smart your chat has been at that game.
They're insane on some of them. Some of them really know their stuff, but there's others that they get tripped up. Kevin's seen it.
Oh yeah, I've seen it.
Kevin's seen it. Sometimes they will guess it immediately, and other times nobody knows what's happening. It's the best part.
Insane. We love that.
Well, let me call up the next person. I know Dino Kaiju had their hand up next. Hey, Dino.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Loud and clear. Hello, hello.
Hey, hello everyone. Hope you're all having a wonderful day.
Yep.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
So, also hi on the Twitch side if you can hear me.
Hi, Twitch chat.
But yeah, so Glitch, good to see you and always. Yeah, the festival has been very fun and all that. Like I've seen the streams and all that stuff, and all that stuff. It's been really fun so far, and I really enjoy it for what we're seeing. I think one of my favorite things so far is that when you're showcasing like a certain game, you would show a bit of information on like the history of the game. I really like that too.
Yes, the guest panels.
Yeah, especially with the guests, like they say, oh, the console, the history, and all that. How is it built, and all that stuff. Like that's really cool. I really like that too.
I appreciate it. Yeah, we've had some really cool people come up this year that really reached for some deep cuts this year. Like we had the Sega Pico, for God's sakes.
The Pico.
Yeah, we had some really good polls for this year, and everybody was so passionate about the game they chose. So I think that really helped. That they loved the game inside out, so they were able to discuss all of this stuff like trivia and everything about it. So I'm glad that you enjoyed it. That was an experimental thing that I brought in last year, and now it's like this year probably had the most guests out of all the festivals.
Oh, someone in Discord chat said they recently announced the Sega E-Pico.
Yes, we saw that. We're probably gonna talk about that.
Crazy.
Oh, that's a thing?
Yeah, they're literally making a new Pico.
Another Pico?
Yeah, Swole, who was my guest who did the Sega Pico guest panel, literally freaked out and sent that to me earlier, and I was just like, so are we gonna have to do something like that next year for that? Are we gonna have to get that?
Whoa.
So we might, who knows?
I love the blobby graphic design. It's so pretty. Oh my god, I love Blobject.
It's
stuff.
super fun looking. It really is.
It
Super fun looking. It has a
is.
great color palette. It's very interesting.
It's really nice to look at too.
All right,
Gosh.
interesting. All right, so onto my question because I don't want to take too much time for the other audience.
No problem.
All right, so I do have a question. So I am kind of new to the festival, so I don't know if this was asked before. So I'm quite curious to know. So I kind of joined this year for this festival. So yeah. So my question is this. So I think you said that there's only 2 weeks on the festival, but I had to ask this because I got this on my mind for a couple of days now. So I know the festival as of right now is only focusing on the many different Sega franchises out there. I mean, obviously outside of Sonic and all that stuff. But I'm quite curious to know if it's possible for something like or like either next year or maybe something like for a special occasion. Is it possible like to explore other things that are aside from the video games, like we're talking movies, comics, TV shows, or even stuff like abandoned stuff like Sega World or something like that? I'm quite curious to hear on your input.
So funnily enough that you mentioned that, but a couple of my team members, like the staff for FOA, shout outs to them because they've been fantastic for a lot of this stuff, have been discussing whether or not to have a podcasty type thing talking about the comics, like the Archie comics, their evolution, and going into like where IDW is now and stuff like that. So that's definitely on the docket of maybe discussing those a bit further, talking about a lot of crossovers that Sonic has had. We'd love to discuss the movies. We'd love to have a cinema segment where we discuss some movies that have taken into Sega properties or the Sonic movies in general. Really want to delve more into the voice acting aspect of most of the Sega franchises and their direction.
Definitely.
Because we played Ill Bleed recently and did a guest panel on it. And the voice acting direction for that is ridiculously all over the place and so good. It's like Resident Evil. It's so campy and it's over the top. It's beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's beautiful. But like there's you know, discussing like the new direction that they took for Frontiers for voicing and where the nostalgia actually sets for a lot of the VA stuff when it comes to all of the older titles on how a lot of those lines were delivered. Yeah, they're not delivered in the best way, shape, or form, but it's the cadence of what they're delivered. The delivery itself is what we remember. That's what sticks to us, and it's so very important.
I'll make you eat those words.
Yeah, so like they stick with us. They're so silly out of context, but when you think about the moment they're linked to, it's insanity how like that stays in our mind and really like directs our personality a little bit and what we like. But yeah, we're looking into expanding into a lot more stuff. We want to talk about more consoles. We want to talk about the arcade cabinets. We had a whole segment about the old arcades. Hi, dog. Yeah, we want to talk more about the, you know, the arcade consoles. We want to talk about the wave of arcade games, some of them lost to time and others, you know, still kind of floating around. We have a lot of stuff that we'd like to expand on, but we're always open to suggestions because Sega as a franchise has done a lot, like genuinely a lot. They're everywhere. And so even with all the stuff we're getting now, they jump into so many different mediums. Though it's hard to grab all of them for 2 months, we definitely want to try and expand our reach on talking about more Sega stuff and Sega adjacent stuff next year. So yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah, that definitely sounds fun in a way, because there, like you said, there's a lot of stuff like obviously the Sonic movies as an example, and they just announced a Yakuza series in for Amazon Prime.
We saw
and if
that.
Kelp was here,
That's awesome.
and of course if Kelp was here, he would love to talk about stuff like Persona, because you know how Kelp, he loves Persona and stuff like that. Because that is also another Sega franchise that I'm pretty sure he would love to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny you mentioned the Persona because they just announced the Persona thing today at Gamescom.
Really?
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, for Persona 3 Reloaded.
Yeah, no, there's a
Oh,
lot of stuff
awesome.
coming out. It's kind of insane how much is coming out so fast.
I'm still in denial about Nights 3.
One day.
One day.
One day, it's
Only
gonna
time will
happen.
tell.
True.
But yeah, that's pretty much my question. Thank you so much for the answer, and yeah, and have fun at the festival. And yeah, if I get another question, I'll raise my hand up. See you guys
so
later.
much. Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Thank you so much.
It's so nice that like people are like that are new are enjoying the festival.
Yeah.
Because it, like I said, it literally started from like a little joke and it is expanded into a passion project that I never would have seen coming in a million years. So.
Oh my god, I should have like asked you something like after the stream about like the festival potentially next year. Yeah, I'm gonna have to like.
Ooh, I demoted it.
It was crazy because just to do guests this year, I had to do a sign-up sheet because I had gotten asked throughout the year, and I was like, too many people have asked and I can't keep track of them all, so let's make a sheet for it. And this year alone, 15 plus guests altogether.
15 plus.
15
Oh,
plus.
wow.
15 plus, which is
How
literally double what we had last year.
I have a how many people applied?
27.
27.
Wow.
Like cut that in half. Wow.
And some of them
Insane.
didn't even like apply through like the form. A lot of them like directly DM'd me. And so I was like, wait, we have a form for this, please, I'm begging.
Let me in.
So,
Let me in.
and of course I couldn't take everybody because then there was not enough days. Then we wouldn't be able to do any of the other like stuff that we planned, the other events and stuff like that. And I already knew August was going to be very busy because that's our tournament month. That's when a lot of like community tournament games come out for the festival. So like I was like, oh, I can't do that many guests in August. I think I have done literally a guest for every day in August so far. It ended up not ended up not working out on that front. But you know what? It's fine. We've had a lot of fun, so it's all good.
Oh, insane.
So
Right.
next year you put out that sign up sheet. Let me know. I will apply.
Please.
Yeah, I think I'll probably be releasing it. I'll probably be releasing those signups like early because I released it like 2 months before the festival started, and oh my god, I think I'm gonna release it in like January so I could get stuff like settled immediately. Like I don't think people like realize, except my team, who literally begs me to take a break like every breath I take. And I don't really blame them for this.
Yourself,
I don't blame them for this. But like as soon as the festival's done, maybe a month passes by of like recuperating, but I am already planning for the next one. Like I'm already putting stuff together. It happens. But I will probably take it a little easier this year, because now with all the stuff that we experimented with for this festival, every single thing we've done for this festival was like new that we hadn't done in the last festival, only with some returning stuff. So it was good to know what worked and, you know, what was kind of like, this needs a little more work to it and da-da-da. But yeah, I'm excited for next year.
Yeah. Well, yeah, definitely let me know when you get the sign-up sheet posted, because I would love to, like, talk to you about nights and whatnot.
That would be a really fun one. I know somebody on my team who literally would love to freaking do a collab with you about freaking, like, nights.
I would love to do a collab with them. Yes,
that would
please.
be fun.
Yes, please. Please talk to me about nights.
Gotta try and get the Nights VA too, and I know how to get a hold of her too.
That would be very cool. I'd love to interview them.
I miss Casey Robertson. I know people know him from like Sonic and the Black Knight, but he also did Riala from Journey of Dreams, and I'm just...
That's one thing I'd love to do for next year, is get some voice actors to come hang out and stuff and do some interviews or even play a game. That would be fun.
Yes,
I am going to harass Dread to also come back and be like, you're playing Monkey Ball with me. You have no choice.
You're playing Super Monkey Ball.
You already said you would. You already said you would. You're going to come play Monkey Ball with me. I don't care.
You're going to play Super Monkey Ball with me, and you are going to like it.
Yep. I also said I was going to get him into Riders, too. And I was like, yep.
Oh my god, that would be awesome.
I was like, you're my friend now. That was your mistake. I will make sure you play all of these games. It's going to be great.
You're my friend now.
You're
We're
my friend
getting
now.
soft tacos later.
Yep. That's pretty much how it was, yeah. He's such a sweetheart, though. Like, I can't with him. He's such a goofball. I love it.
Yeah, did you have another question you wanted to ask, Bob?
Wait, I should call up the next person. Oh, goodness gracious.
Yeah, go for it.
Right. Oh, the chaos is settling in. Goodness gracious. Right. How about we go with Ira? Come on up.
Hey, Ira. And you muted.
Hello. Oh, you're muted. Hello.
Oh.
Hello.
Testing. Is this thing on?
Yeah, it's on.
It's working.
Hi. Before I ask you this question, I am new to the Festival of Ages, and also my name is pronounced as Ira.
Ira, so sorry.
Gotcha.
You're fine. Okay. So, well, the Festival of Ages. This seems very enjoyable.
Appreciate it.
And very nice to meet you, Vib and Glitchkin. I don't know if I said your name correctly.
Yeah,
it's nice to meet you too. Yeah. We share a brain cell.
Okay. I would ask this question. Well, in this Festival of Ages, I may be new here. Wait, in the Festival of Ages, do people ever talk about cosplays or something?
That's been on the docket, actually. A lot of people have wanted to talk about like the Sonic fandom within the convention space, which we really want to touch on next year. We've had that idea for a little bit because I actually know a lot of cosplayers who do that, and they genuinely would love to like come on here and really talk about the intricacies of creating costumes that are very like one-to-one with the material and also taking a lot of creative liberties. So I've definitely thought about it for sure, and it's definitely on the docket for probably next year, because that is very much part of being in the Sega fandom, is obviously in the convention space. This festival is pretty much run like it is a convention. So having that kind of discussion and even like maybe having, you know, cosplayers come in like via a workshop and even like talk about like making costumes or starting cosplay, you know, with Sonic characters and stuff like that would be a really interesting concept. But it has definitely come up for sure.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's very interesting, GK, or should I say Glitch Kitten.
Yes.
Well, I hope that does answer my question to you, and I appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. Literally, the festival itself is created to represent everyone. So.
Yeah, that's awesome. I've been like looking at your Twitch cat. I Twitch cat? Hello?
I have a Twitch cat? Where? I'm not allowed to take strays anymore. Where are they?
I can't do this.
I don't have
Anyways, I
any
was looking at
room.
your Twitch chat. I was looking at your Twitch chat and I saw, I wish we could get another Knights game that's similar to the first. I'm staring at you with my big old eyes. I'm staring at you with my big old eyes.
It's true. Understandable.
Yeah,
I think
oh my
I
God.
played Knights last year. For like the first time in a long time, because it's been like so long since I played it. So I like
which one? The original or
yeah, the
sequel?
original. And it was so nice. At first I was like struggling so bad because it's a learning curve. It really is.
It is a learning curve.
Thank you, Sally Acorn, for the follow. But like once you get it, you're like, oh, this is so fun. Oh, the adrenaline. Oh, like
yes,
so
exactly.
good.
Yes, right.
It's good. Oh,
And then once you
man.
learn the levels, you're
Yes.
compelled to be like, oh, can I do this faster? How many laps can I do after I got bonus time?
The optimization is insane. The replay value for those levels are as soon as you start getting optimized on your routes, your lines and stuff like that, it's so unique, the feeling of completing those levels and being able to make as many laps as possible within one run to get as many points as possible. And you're like, how much can I get on this lap that I don't
my
have to
God,
worry about
wait.
on the next lap? And I can optimize it to
Yeah.
finish at this time for the next lap. And you're just like, it's insane. You're doing like 50D chest with yourself. It's awesome. It's awesome.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I just need to, can I flex a little bit? I have like a score of 440,000.
Jesus!
Like 100. Like, let me just, my brain cannot brain today.
That's so many numbers
so-
already. I'm frightened.
I
That's
got
so
like
good.
this plus on Spring Valley.
Spring Valley? I get caught on the environment in that one like all the time.
I have to get the exact number later, but like I'm not sure if I even remembered it correctly, but my scores for Spring Valley and Splash Garden are insane.
That's awesome. What the heck?
Yeah, I'm normal about this game. I play it on
That's
a
so
Windows
cool
7
though. Like
computer.
that's the thing. That's why I love running this festival too. Is like people that are so passionate about these titles, when they get to like show it, it's so nice. It really is, because like other people will be like, okay, so it's not just me that really likes this game or really feels connected to it in a way. You know what I mean?
Hi, I'm the most normal Knights fan out there.
Understandable.
I've had like my friends in my group chat tell me I'm like the best Knights player in the group chat.
I believe it.
Yeah.
That's not going to be contested anytime soon.
Man,
I
I got somebody that like genuinely, I'd love to see you guys go head to head in a Knights game. That'd be cool.
Oh my God, that would
That'd be really
yeah,
fun.
Jeez, no pressure or anything.
Oh, okay, so like literally off topic just for 2 seconds. Like there's another event I'm slowly concepting for next year that I want to try having during like January and stuff like that. And it's literally a speedrun charity event. Kind of like GDQ, but it is specifically Sonic games, and it's also specifically Sega adjacent games. So like anything that you can definitely speedrun that is viable, and that includes like Knights or, you know, doing runs in Sonic Adventure or completing stories and like Heroes and other stuff like that, you know, get put up, and then people compete head to head, one-on-one. And people, you know, can bet points and stuff like that, but also donate. And a friend of mine who is a big Sonic collector would have their specialty items for auction, and all of the proceeds would go to animal welfare. And
I love that.
I just feel like gathering people that are so passionate about these games to the point they optimize how they play it to a fine tune is so important,
Yes.
because it just shows like the energy that these games bring, and it brings more people into it.
Like, I'm good at nights, but I don't like optimize stuff. Like, if I can optimize it, yeah, sure, but I don't like take it seriously. I'm just built different, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, it's for charity at the end of the day. It's not a competition. It's more so like competing for fun.
Yeah.
But yeah,
The dragon
still
was
need to
difficult to
fix that
attack.
concept though.
Oh my god, Gillwing. I hated Gillwing. Anyways, before we get too off topic, before I go on my nights info dump spree again, we should go on the next
Yeah, yes, we should. Breathe, babe. It's gonna be okay. But yeah, Chris had his hand up for a
I need to stop
while.
myself. I physically need to stop myself.
Hey, Chris.
Hey, how we doing?
Hey,
Good.
What are your questions?
All right, so, here's a bit of an interesting one. Has there ever been an idea that's been on our mind since the beginning of the event that hasn't been done yet?
Has there been like an idea for an event that hasn't been done yet, is what you asked?
Yeah, like ever since you were thinking about doing this.
Oh gosh. Most of the stuff that I like wanted to do or like decided to do, we do as soon as we think of it. I am not gonna lie. One of the ideas that literally spawned this year, and I just did it a week after thinking about it, was like the Sega podcast, which was me and my team talking about different Sega IPs and like their foundation within the fandom and stuff like that.
Oh,
that was
love
literally,
that.
I was talking with my team and I was like, it'd be really cool if we did a podcast, all of us, to like do that. And within that same weekend, we did it. Like,
so awesome.
Most of the time when there's like an event I really want to do, if there's time, I will make it happen. If it's not like, if there's just not enough time to do it, if it's like too big or something like that, then I'll like save it for the next year or add it on to another event that I run throughout the year. But there's been a couple of stuff I really wanted to do. I wanted to do Sega karaoke this year. Did not have time.
yes,
We did it
please.
last year. Couldn't do it this year.
Aw.
The festival VR chat meetup I wanted to do this year. Couldn't
VR
do it this year. We
chat.
did it last year. Had a huge group. It was like 30 people. And it was
love VR chat.
really fun. Couldn't do it this year, unfortunately.
That
Among
is
a couple of other things. Yeah, because like last year we had the we had the Green Hill rave, which was, we blasted a bunch of like different remixes of like Sonic songs for like hours, and everybody got to like, you know, hit the dance floor, have a good time. Couldn't do that this year. So there was a couple of like really big events that were fun that we couldn't do this year based on time constraints. But that's okay, honestly. We got to do a lot of new stuff this year, so that's fine. But yeah, a lot of like the taking a trip somewhere else type deal, quote unquote, is the stuff we couldn't get to do this year.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, sometimes that happens. Like this festival, like during the planning phases, will have like 8 documents to it for events and people and other stuff like that. And I want to say like maybe 75% of that doesn't actually happen in the festival because of time.
That's a shame.
Yeah, it is, but it just means we move it on to the next festival and it has enough time to breathe and be in its spotlight and not clustered by the other ones. So
Yeah.
hopefully
Yeah,
that
but
answered your question though.
Yeah.
Did I answer your question okay, Chris?
Yeah. Of course, you'll see me around, you know, GK.
Yeah, of course. I appreciate it.
I was gonna add, like, planning is like half the fun too when it comes to
Oh yeah,
events lately.
absolutely. I mean, like, literally the other name that was up for vote for the festival's name, because Festival of Ages won, but the other one was Spin Dash Solstice, and that ended up getting taken, and that's going to be its own event in the year.
Ooh,
So
exciting.
we're thinking of making that a winter event, and that might actually be what the name of the charity speedrun event is going to be called, because it's mostly going to be Sonic stuff. So I think we still ended up running with a really cool name, and it didn't have to go to waste, and all the Sonic stuff we've been doing for like the past, you know, SOS homage festivals now have a new home somewhere else. But anything that we can't do for Sega stuff, if they happen to be Sonic, we could literally do during that event or any other events throughout the year. So thankfully it's not all a loss, but yeah, sometimes we just kind of have to look at the checklist and be like, half of these we can't do, which sucks. So
Yeah. Maybe next year.
yeah, there's always next year. Bunch of stuff we got to do this year that we didn't get to do last year, so.
love VR chat, so yeah. I also love hearing about like the history of like Sega games, Sega consoles.
Oh, me too.
Yeah.
It's really interesting to hear about like the development process and how much work really goes into each game. Like how much we lost, how much we gained from like the development periods, and it's just really cool to see.
Yeah, and we really wanted to focus on that, which is why we also have those Professor Swolecat segments where every so often we'll have a video play by one of my team members who made it, who will literally go in depth on a piece of Sega history. I think the last 3 that we've gone through was the arcade boom, the VMU, and the games that came on it. As well as I think the Sega Saturn. So I think there's 2 more Sega history segments coming up soon. But they spent a good amount of time on them, and they're lovely in terms of like production, and they go through a lot of information. They're a lot of fun. I enjoy them.
Honestly, it makes me so mad that the Great Mother got scrapped in Knight's Journey of Dreams.
Sadness in chat.
Yeah.
Indeed.
It was so sad. We lost a lot during the development process of that game.
We did.
Anyways.
So my next question is, before I call up the next person, is what is the one guest you would love to have on the festival?
One guest. Oh man, there's so many, and a lot of them are voice actors because they influenced me to do voice acting. I am not shy at admitting this, but a voice actor that literally works with us here, I met him a really long time ago in the YouTube space when he was like doing Sonic dubs way back when, and went by a whole different name. And through his videos, I got so inspired to be a voice actor, and since then continued. And I've been doing it for years now. In spurts here and there, because real life can just be like that, but it has been one of those things that I could never let go, and the Sega franchise and the voice actors in it, especially the fan voice actors, have absolutely inspired me to keep doing that, because it's just another medium of telling a story, which I adore. So I'd say, I'd love to talk with, I'd like to talk with Roger specifically. The only reason being is I want to understand what his take is on being one of the longest running Sonic voice actors right now. In comparison to the Japanese voice actor, obviously. But he's had it.
Junichi Kanemaru.
Yeah, he's had it the longest right now. And it's insane because he's seen it through 2 different eras, which the other voice actors didn't get the chance to do that. They kind of were of their era, and I was very grateful to grow up with most of the Sonic voice actors. So I got to hear many different takes, many different eras. I got to hear like Dev do it for Prime, and Roger do it for most of the games we have now, and Ryan Drummond for Adventure, and even
Griffith,
Jaleel White and all that stuff. So like, I'd love to talk to them and just want to understand the process of really getting into character for this, knowing that this is the personality, this is the voice of a generation that's hearing this, and that's gonna be their Sonic. Like, that's insane to me. That you're their Sonic. That was their childhood. You are their childhood. And they'll grow up with all these other ones, and you were it. The
kids that are growing up nowadays are going to grow up with Roger, and that
Yeah, for sure.
That's so cool to me.
We don't even know if in the future we're going to have another voice actor for Sonic. I mean, we have a cinema Sonic voice actor. We have an animated series Sonic voice actor. Like, we have so many different variants. So it's like people growing up with like these 3 currently, it's insane. You have
Japan, like,
you have
just
3
has Kanemaru, so
yeah. You have 3. You have 3 Sonics. Your mom lets you have 3 Sonics. Like, that's insane. So I
grew up with Griffith, but so it's so cool to me that now the kids are gonna view Roger the same way that I viewed like Griffith, like, growing up.
Yeah, and the Shadow voice actors, and honestly, the voice actors. Like, I can't pinpoint one because they've all affected me in a way that has made me love doing voice acting, and love the Sega franchise as a whole and storytelling.
Kirk is so cool for real.
That'd have to be my answer. It'd have to be like, it's got to be the VAs. Either of them. They're all so impactful and worth so much to the franchise and to the stories that are being told. I don't think I could even solidify one that would be like the most exciting. They all have a story to tell. I would be excited either way.
As a voice actress myself, I agree. It's so good to like talk to people who have been like in the industry longer, and yeah, I most definitely look up to them.
And now that they're starting, now that the legacy voice actors are starting to come to conventions, and you know the attendees are saying like, oh, you know, you were my childhood voice actor growing up, and
I'm
all
so
that.
happy
That's
about
something
that. I really am. I think that's the coolest thing ever, is to see these guys show up more and just be like, I can actually thank these guys for opening my doors to a new hobby that ended up like that I would love to be a profession someday, but genuinely helps me make other people happy just through my voice. That's awesome.
Yeah, I totally feel that. It really is a good feeling whenever you get to like help someone with your voice. And I'm sure you can like attest to this, like GK, like seeing the amazing voice work you've done for Sonic Revo.
I appreciate it. It was an honor to get casted for Sage, and I love voicing her. I would love to do more voices down the line. If ever needed, but being Sage has been so funny because her in Frontiers, I didn't think too much of her, because I was more obsessed with Sonic just taking a nap. Please, for the love of God, go to sleep. But like, yeah, but then like ended up like, as somebody was like, hey, you do a really good Sage, you should try this, you should try that, and then eventually like Revo going, hey, want to be Sage, and I'm like, what? Okay. So
it just snowballed.
Yeah, and then after that, literally people were like, can you do this comic dub? Can you do this? And it's all Sage, and I was like, what has happened?
and it all started from there.
It all snowballed out of there, and I was just like, man. That and Amy Rose,
we're happy
too.
to have you here. We'll say that.
Yeah, no, I'm very honored. I've met so many cool people here, and it's been a lovely experience. I hope to do more, for sure.
I feel the comic dub thing. Like, I've gotten, like, people like, hey, can you voice this as Jewel? Hey, we need a Jewel. There is no Jewel. We need a Jewel.
God. And it's always two characters. It's always three characters. Sometimes it's Blaze. Most of the time, it's Sage. And sometimes it's Amy. But it's always a specific Amy Rose. It's always Adventure Amy Rose. And I sit in the corner and I cry because I'm like, why was I cursed this way?
Oh, Joyard, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let me bring up the next person. I know Rockstar had their hand up next. Come on up, Rockstar. Hey, Rockstar.
For 15 minutes or so.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, hello.
I gotta say, I gotta say, after listening about this whole festival thing, I'm quite ashamed of myself. I didn't know about this sooner.
It's all good. I mean, like, I'm fairly small, and this festival kind of just started getting its footing in like the last 2 years, I'd say. So, it being rebranded now and really knowing what it does, like for sure its direction and stuff. I'm more happy people are finding us now than maybe finding us last year, where I felt like it was a mess, but fun, but a mess.
Yeah.
Then honestly, I should probably participate in these things. It seems interesting.
It'll definitely be around next summer, I promise. It's not going anywhere.
I'll keep that. I'll keep that in mind. But onto my question. What's the most difficult thing that comes across when it comes to running this festival?
The most difficult thing. So I'd say this is the biggest event I run among several that I run, whether it be tournaments or workshops or other things like that. So this one takes the most time for prep. Most of the time when this festival starts coming around, I am already prepping for this festival, I want to say in like March. I'm already getting guests together. I'm already getting documents together, listing out a huge array of games that we're going to be covering. I have a team that helps me that has developed over the time of the festival, actually. They were people that were like, we love this festival, let us help, and it's been amazing. But they help with testing out all the games that I'm going to play to make sure they work, getting any emus set up that need to be done, which, emulators, or if I have any hard copies, getting those to run properly. Anything production-wise, like the stages, the sets, which are the screens and stuff like that, the new costumes. Just getting all of that stuff ready takes about genuinely like 3 months of prep, maybe 4. If I'm lucky, I can swing a 4. But I'd say it's definitely the prep. The prep is the most difficult part because so much goes into it. And I have to coordinate with so many people to get things situated, whether it be making sure the guests are good and know their days and getting the schedule set. Literally a month before the festival happens, the schedule's already done. Like, if you look at July and August, it's just color blocks every single day. It's already laid out months in advance. All I have to do is just recheck in with people and make sure everybody is set for their times, stages are done, tournament brackets are made, everything is scheduled, people that need to be in certain places are there, and that I have anything else that are for the solo stuff ready. It takes 90% of my time for those months, so technically for me the festival starts in March via prep, and it doesn't end for me until September. The festival is literally all I do for those months. So yeah, prep. Definitely prep.
Honestly, the fact you keep this on going for four months straight.
Yeah, I mean, I'm lucky I'm lucky the festival capped off at 2. It's 2 months now, thank God. But the 4-month one that I ran, it ran so long that even Sage happened during the festival, and we covered Sage. Like, that's how long the festival ran for. I think it was almost October before we ended the festival. It was the longest one. We will never do it again because I almost died. But it was fun though.
Nonetheless, I am impressed with your ambition. I'm impressed.
I appreciate it so very much.
Yeah, and I'm really excited for this weekend at the festival too.
Yes,
I will say.
I am too. I am very excited. It's gonna be fun because it's also new for my community, but they're very interested. So I'm excited for it. It's gonna be fun.
Yep. All right. Well. Well, I think it's safe to say that's my question. So, thank you, Glitch.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for the question.
All right. Yeah, thank you for that question, Rockstar. So, Viv, did you have another question or wanted to call up the next person?
Oh yeah, I'm ready to call up the next person. How about we call Radar? Come on up.
Hey, Radar.
Hello, you bunch of cool people I know.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. First time interacting with the festival. I will say that much. But it's like, wow, a lot has happened. Good gracious. I unfortunately had to miss a bunch of stuff because, well, summertime.
Yeah,
but,
understandable.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, I'm really excited to see what this week's going to be all about. I'm not missing a single bit of it. Not happening.
I'm so excited.
I'm sure there will be a next year. I'm sure, but it's like, you only have one chance. You don't know what will happen in the future.
True.
It's unexpected.
True. These next 2 weeks are definitely going to be packed. They're the most busiest. Is these next 2 weeks for sure.
You've been chugging along this whole project of yours. It's just, man, and hearing about the 4-month one.
Yeah,
oh my gosh.
I have pity on everybody that had to go through that one.
I'm sure they had a nice time with you. I'm sure they did. I mean, it was probably a hassle for you, but I'm sure it was still a nice time. Yeah, but I'm really excited. I hope everything goes well. Everything has been going well, but I'm sure I hope you're
absolutely
able to make it to that final stretch. That final stretch. We're nearing it. It's yeah. Anywho, I've got a question about the festival. I want, just because like it's nice hearing about even again the 4-month one. You still had fun memories of such, and I was like, oh, reminiscing on memories and stuff. Is like, ooh, I think I have something in mind. So, Glitch, if you can tell me what would you say, out of any of the festivals that you have, any of the festivals you hosted, what was the funniest moment that you ever had?
Funniest
Either
moment?
on stream or, well, anywhere else, honestly.
Let's see. Oh my goodness. Funniest moment that doesn't have to do with the festival? Let's see. Funniest moment. I'd have to say, actually, a stream that stood out to me this year was the April Fool's stream. Actually. Yes, the April Fool's stream, because that is when the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog dropped.
Oh.
And literally the night before, right? The night before, because it dropped. It shadow dropped in the middle of the night, and we were just like, oh my freaking god. And I was like, I have nothing planned for April Fool's. I had one thing planned, kinda. But then I was like, you know what? Screw it. We're doing a live dub of this. I went on a crusade for 2 hours, grabbing everybody I knew, and was just like, you're doing this character. And they're like, all right, I'm in. I was like, you're doing that character. They're like, all right, I'm in. We had the entire cast, 7+ people. And we had the entire cast like done. I didn't even know who was in this game. I just grabbed multiple sources of who might show up and grabbed them. Some people ended up voicing 2 people because I didn't know who was in it. So we grabbed everybody, and no rehearsal, no nothing. We just all jumped on live, turned it on, and that stream went for 7 hours straight.
7 hours
7 hours straight. We played the entire game. It was full improv. All of the voice actors that I got, banter like no other. It was insane, so funny. And I also had to play the entire game without my glasses because my model wouldn't pick up on my webcam at the time with my glasses. So I played blind, which means that all of the Dream Gear segments, blind. I couldn't figure out where I was, but I passed them. I beat them all. Yes.
Please tell me you have a recording of that stream.
Oh yes, I do. Of course I do. Of course I do. Of course
I have to watch it.
Of course I do. I'm pretty sure that VOD is up and it's live. I have to double check it, but I will send it.
Glitch,
but
I would love to do something like that with you.
It was probably the most fun I have ever had with all of my buds who all do, VA stuff, and it was a fun time. Afterwards, we needed a day of recouping because all of our voices were shot afterwards, but it was the best. It was the best. It reminded me of when we did the live dub for Doki Doki Literature Club as a joke, that was fun also. Also, nearly 13 people for that because it was a game show. It was a VA game show called Director's Cut, in which chat would roll the dice, and that was like either the type of voice we were doing, the scenario we were being given. We would have to swap roles if, chat rolled the dice that was like, oh, now you're Sayori and now you're, Yuri, and you're like, oh crap, okay. So it was fun. So I'd say that one. The April Fool's stream, that one. Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. Best stream ever. Best stream ever.
We love that. I would love to do something like that with you.
Man, the dubs sound like a whirlwind of a time.
It was
wow.
good. It was a good time.
The best part about that, you did blind? Why?
I did. I played blind. I had to. There was no other way. There was no other way. It was also the birth of Gorb, which is what we named Barry for the playthrough. His name is Gorb.
Oh my God.
And if you are in my server, you will see the sticker that literally says Gorb moment, and it is just his head staring off in the distance with like a sticker on his forehead that says Gorb moment.
I love that.
We made it canon that he eats drywall, by the way. You know how he has like his pocket gelatin? He also has pocket drywall if he gets nervous.
I've eaten nothing but drywall for the past 3 weeks.
Same. Yeah, no, he's a special guy. We love him. We love him. We love Gorb.
I was gonna say, Vivrable, I understood that reference. But the Gorb the Quokka, oh my god, I need to see that VOD. I definitely need to see it now.
Fantastic. I will definitely link it. I definitely will, and anybody who wants to see it absolutely can. A lot of wonderful VAs on that one too, so they're all listed there. They're all great. They're fantastic.
Oh, I can't get the stupid grin off my face just hearing about this. Oh my god.
It was so much fun. It's infectious. That entire run was great. It was so good.
There's a lot of joy that the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog brings, and it's
my god, true though. I want another one so bad. I want another VN so
do.
bad.
We all do.
Please keep randomly shadow dropping them.
Well, they said that it did take a lot of time to make it, but who knows? The future is undecided and unexpected, but it is also well, just as exciting and surprising. So who knows? A lot of good things have been coming from Sega lately, so we can only hope.
True.
Yes.
Yes, no, thank you for that. That was I'm sorry. It's like just, wow. That is truly a moment. That is the best answer I could have gotten to a question yet.
I am glad. I love my friends. They're funny.
Thank you so much. I hope you have a very good time. Very good time. Yes.
I appreciate it.
Very good time. That is all I can say.
Yay!
Okay, now I really can't wait to see what you have planned for next year, April 4th.
It's gonna be a mess. We already have something being planned for Valentine's Day next year.
Nice.
So that's gonna be fun.
So my next question is, what is the one Sega franchise you would love to see come back outside of what they announced in that one video?
Let's see. Well, I feel like Bomb Rush answered my Jet Set, so I'm like not super like, it's not that I'm not excited for like the Jet Set coming out. I am, but I feel like Bomb Rush already like scratched that itch that I had. I will shout out my bud Mocha for having another Sega Rally come out. That would be cool. Cowards, bring me another Sega Bass Fishing. Make it amazing. Give it back. Like, do another one. Gigantic, even. Put it with marine fishing. Make it a combined thing. Let me fish off of the Empire State Building. Let me catch a freaking Bronx fish. I don't know. It would be so cool. But I feel like there's a bunch. Fun Floof, thank you for the follow. There's a bunch that I feel like I would love to see come back. I think actually bringing back a remaster of some of their puzzle games would be good. Like Choo Choo Rocket. I feel like a lot of people would really like Choo Choo Rocket. That would be really fun. I really like that one because that one's so unique. It shows up in Riders. It's been referenced in a lot of things. It's really adorable. But like I feel like everybody really likes Puyo, right? And Mean Bean and stuff like that. And wouldn't it be cool to have more puzzle games like that? Like I feel like Choo Choo is unique enough and simplistic enough in certain aspects where it ramps up in difficulty over time that a lot of people could find it addicting. I think that one would be a really fun one to do. For sure. Callie, thank you for the follow. But yeah, so I'd say an obscure pull, Choo Choo Rocket. Meme, and also I really want it. I want another Sega Bass Fishing and Sega Rally.
My summoning circle is for Billy Hatcher and the Giant Egg because that game is so much fun.
Fix those physics and I will agree.
That was your first time playing it, wasn't it?
It was so fun though. It's the cutest game I've ever seen. It's such a good game. I also vote for Billy Hatcher.
I'm going to restrain myself from going on a long info dump about a certain franchise with two funny dream jesters.
We'll put Knights in the Summoning Circle also. Here you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think those would be really fun. I think those would be really cool to bring back.
Please,
as
I need
deep
more
pulls.
development.
As deep
I
pulls.
need more development.
Yeah.
Of Riala's character, please.
Also, give me a remastered Space Harrier and Afterburner.
Yes.
Yes, please.
Please.
Yes.
They're so good. Please.
Right. I know Space Channel.
Afterburner's got to be the most addictive shooting game I've ever played.
Oh, it is so much fun.
So good.
I know Space Channel 5 just got like a VR game, but like, please.
I'd love to see a remaster of their games, though.
Right.
I think it'd be
agree.
fun.
I
A lot
want
of their songs are stuck in my head. Super good.
Yeah, I agree.
Alrighty. Well, let me call up Sally Acorn, who has his hand up next.
Okay.
Hey, Sally.
I was muted the entire time. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you guys doing?
Doing pretty good. How are you?
Doing good.
I'm doing fine after I just witnessed the the whole new Sonic trailer for Shadow.
Super good.
Oh yeah, I saw
Super
that.
good. Super good. Super fun.
I'm so
It
normal.
is
I'm so normal.
super good, and we are so
normal.
back that we see Metal
love it.
Overlord again.
Yeah, yeah, when I saw that, I was just like, man, they're really going in for the fan service pulls now. Good for them,
Yeah,
honestly.
Sega is
I don't want them to be
man.
scared of that.
Putting us to the buffet.
Yeah, no, it was a good trailer overall. I really liked it. It
Yeah.
opened up a
I
lot of
saw
aspects.
Shadow
It
in the
is.
Wings and I died.
It's perfect.
I died too. I was like,
It's
I
perfect.
screamed.
We're back to the early 2000s, and I love it.
We are so back.
We're so back.
We are so back.
Bring me
Yeah,
back
we
to the
are
Y2K,
so back.
please.
Kevin, I know you're excited as well, like, because I gave it to you.
Oh yeah, I am hyped.
Sonic
All right. So before I ask a question. Viv, I remember you. I remember you since we played together in the Sonic Rumble.
I was a beta tester for Sonic Rumble. And
Oh, nice.
Same.
That's the Fall Guys
Yeah.
one, right?
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
the Fall Guys one. It was so fun. It was so fun.
It was. I was actually there. I was not expecting she was there as Amy.
What can I say? I love Sonic Riders. I love Sonic Riders.
Ooh, hi,
Me
dog. Sorry, my dog got spooked.
Dog purple or glitch? It's glitch dog, I guess.
Which,
All right, what? All right, Josh. I'll give them a question. All right. The question is, I actually never went to the Sega Festival before, but if you had a chance to listen to everybody's favorite jam track on the Sega Festival, which one it should be and why?
Jam track. So, funnily enough, the festival itself has had specific songs matched to it for certain things. This year's song was Wave Ocean, actually, for the festival's, like, opener. So probably that. But if it has to come to, like, tournament-specific jams, I'd say probably Sky Babylon is one.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Metropolis
That level?
from Sonic Free Riders, because it's a jam.
I don't think it's from Free Riders. I think it's from the original writers, the Sky Babylon.
No, Sky Babylon I'm talking about is actually from Sonic Rush Adventure. Yes, I know the pull. Because it is also a favorite in the kart communities. It's also my favorite track, so we love that one. Metropolis from Sonic Free Riders is a really good one and a bop. And I think the only other one that I would say is pretty good is actually a fan song from Sonic Rush 3D. And it is Astro Colony, which is a really good heavy metal bop. Super good. So I'd say those are the ones we've been jamming out to for the festival, and the reason being is because the festival playlist has reached its 556th song added to it, and it is still growing. So yeah, that playlist has been growing since the very beginning. So
Can
every
you link
year
to that playlist when you get a chance?
Absolutely, it actually shows up in the chat. All I have to do is hit playlist and boom, and it should show. I spelled playlist wrong. Oops. Dyslexia hit me like real hard. There we go. Current playlist, Festival of Ages. So that's the mini playlist, the really big one I'm talking about. We go through all the songs that are in there, and then we pick out the ones to put in that playlist. So the one that shows up on this one is probably in the 400s. It just needs those extras added to it, and it will hit its top marker.
Oh, that's actually cool. What about you, Bud? You up for that?
It's super good.
Yeah, I love Sega music. So good.
I actually like the Sega music as well because I think I remember the one of the podcasts of Radio Sega. I think I remember they had like a remix of Ice Cap from Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
I'm going to talk about the Official Nights remix album.
Oh.
There is an Official Nights remix album. I know I showed Kevin before. But there is an official remix album of some of the tracks from the original Nights into Dreams, and oh my god, It is so good. It is criminally underrated, and I need everybody here to listen to it right now. Kay, thank you.
I can vouch for this. It is good.
I'm so normal about Knight's music. I'm so normal about the Knight soundtrack. But I do love the Sonic R soundtrack too. Yeah.
Oh, wait. Viv, which one?
Can you feel the sunshine?
I knew it.
I also like Regal Ruin. Too.
Oh, nice. What gem tracks they should probably add from the mix? You know what they should bring the mix up before I go? I would say they should bring the mix of Sonic Frontiers. There's for the a fan made of Find Your Flame.
Yeah, I love the cyberspace stuff from Sonic Frontiers. Yeah.
Yes.
The cyberspace.
All right.
So good. Chef's kiss.
It is.
I love it. It's perfect.
So good.
It's perfect. Anyways,
Yes.
thank you for the question.
No problem, Peep. I will see you again if we had the chance to encounter in the Sonic Rumble.
Also, shout out to Sonic, who like blasted through Sonic R and that stream like what about a day or so ago.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, he completely freaking like well. We did every single story mode in the shortest amount of time possible. But yeah, it was fun, and just listening to the Sonic R music's always a good time.
Oh yeah. Alright, Viv, did you have another question you wanted to ask, or did you want to call up the next person?
I was gonna call up somebody else.
Okay.
Let me see. How about? Ooh, I love the Pomni profile picture. How about we call up Atlas? Come up.
Oh, did they? No, there they are.
Hello.
Hello.
Awesome. I really don't have, I guess I do have one question. I have never been part of this at all, so I literally just found out thanks to Josh Hodgson, so shout out to that dude. Thank you. I looked at his profile and noticed there was a thing on Twitch, joined that, and then I found the Discord. So hello, welcome. This is my first time being here.
Well, welcome. We're glad to have you.
Yeah, this sounds really exciting, and it sounds very similar to something my friend was talking about. I've heard a lot about like Sonic Riders stuff here, so that's something I'm definitely interested. I don't have it for PC, but if I could get it, I used to have it for GameCube, but I gave it away to another friend. We swapped games, but yeah, now I regret giving it away because it was actually a really fun game.
It's very fun, yeah.
It is fun.
It is so fun. I would love to get back into that game specifically. I'm definitely rusty. It's been like several years. But if I can get it on computer or emulate it and join in the like participation of that would be amazing because I have a friend who does that and I want to be a part of that. So
yeah,
why not?
No lie, in my server, like I said, we have our own writers team and we have coaches and other stuff like that help people learn the game and stuff like that. Yeah, I would never have thought from one tournament we suddenly would form a team and coaches and licenses and assessment days. Like we have all sorts of stuff. The beginners bracket is a really good way of jumping in when you're like just starting. We usually have that happen during spring, but we're trying to have more of those come up. But yeah, no, if you're interested in learning, we can not only help you set the game up and get the right ones, we even have our very own texture pack for the server itself, where a lot of our people actually work on different skins and even level texture packs and stuff and different things for like the UI and other stuff like that. We have a lot of fun. We actually have the festival texture pack that released yesterday. Nope, today. So that was a lot of fun. There's a lot of new character skins in there. We have Fiesta Sonic, which is also fun because we have a seasonal Sonic that releases with every texture pack. Currently, we have a Sakura one and a Frosty one. So we have a Frostfall one and a Sakura Blossom one. So Fiesta is up there for summer.
That is so much dedication. Holy crap.
We do love our funny little rider game. But yeah, like I said, we have licenses that literally anytime you come in and you want to practice with coaches or you want to get assessed so you can move up in rank, you can do that, and we'll like walk you through stuff. We'll teach you new tech. We literally have a workshop tomorrow in my server for not only people that are going to be competing in next week's tournament, but for people that just want to, like, you know, try the game out, see if they like it and other things like that. And we're just going to be going over the basics and getting people comfortable. So
that's great. How can I join your server? That sounds amazing.
Usually I'd be like, lol, look at the Twitch chat, and I'll post it. But
okay.
Hold on.
I mean, you can post it there. I can go rejoin it and find it. So
yeah, you're free to put it in the show discussion chat if you want. But
okay, I just didn't want to overstep a boundary.
Oh no, you're good. I mean, you're the guy.
I appreciate. I think it's show discussion. There we go. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me type it real quick.
That's the thing I love about this entire series. I've been a Sonic fan since I was like 6 years old. My first game was Sonic Advance, and I played the crap out of that thing. I still have my Game Boy Advance. It still works, funnily enough. But I have always loved Sonic, and like just the entire fandom, the amount of stuff they do and just how dedicated some fans are, it's absolutely insane. Anyway, let me go ahead and ask my question because I don't want to take up too much time.
Understandable.
Because I know there's other people here. But so my question is, I am a Sonic theorist. I'm not like super popular or anything. I don't really care about being popular or whatever. But one of the things that I've noticed for a long time is the canonicity in Sonic is just so chaotic, and there's so much argument, and I absolutely despise seeing how much of a problem it causes in the fandom.
Mm-hmm.
And like it's just sad because like people are arguing back and forth. And I'm gonna go ahead and say the biggest issue for all of this is it's not the fans. It's kind of like, and it's not Sega's fault, but Sega's kind of like it's their game, but they don't give us a direct, like this is what's canon, this isn't what's canon. We have some of that, but then there's a bunch of like other games that just aren't even looked at or aren't considered. And unfortunately, I think that's just because of like the legal issues. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm not blaming Ken Penders because, like, it's his art or whatever, and, there was no proof of whatever. But, like, because of that, it led to Sega basically being, like, almost like rate limited to their own content. So they can't talk about the past. They can't talk about Knuckles. They can't talk about the history or any of that. It's super sad because all of that stuff contains the important information that would help solve, the canonicity. Even some of the stuff from the comics.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, my question is there going to ever be a time where y'all talk about Sonic theories, just any Sonic theory or any kind of popular theories, and just discuss them?
Yes,
That'd
actually,
be kind of cool.
super guilty of that for almost every stream. I'm not gonna lie. But my favorite thing to talk about when it comes to the Sonic fandom is actually the character's psychological development. And so,
that's awesome.
Yeah, a lot of the time we'll go through theories of how their personality and their psychological well-being is not only tested but also explored within a lot of the story elements that come in through not only the games but also just from reading material and many other things. I actually had a discussion with somebody today for like an hour about the trailer and what all the stuff they showed us in the trailer actually means story progression wise for Shadow, and how exploring
awesome.
his alien heritage is actually linked to all of the experiences he hasn't had that Sonic has. All of the adaptive DNA that he has, it shows that his DNA is adaptive, and the reason that he has all of these different abilities, really think about it, because all they are is just upgraded versions of stuff that he has already experienced or seen Sonic and other people do.
Yeah.
Like his
That
Chaos
makes sense.
Spear, the Doom Spear is just an upgraded version of his attack that he uses all the time. The Boom is actually just an upgraded version and his own adaptive take to Sonic's Sonic Boom kick in Frontiers. And if you look at the Morph, really all that is showing that not only during the incubation phase of like his DNA adapting, it's been on and off. Like, think about how many times he's gone dark and come back and other stuff like that. That form literally shows that the adaptive personality that he has to his surroundings and to the stuff that he learns, the reason it's such an amorphous blob, one, is reference to Frenzy from Colors, and two, it literally is a feral, uncontrollable, massive organic matter that doesn't take on a form because it itself is adapting to the environment in real time. Which is literally going to be Eldritch Horror. What can you expect from him who's never used this DNA before? So it's stuff like that. But yes, we talk about that stuff a lot because I have writer's brain and I can't help it. So hopefully that answers the question.
Yeah, no, that completely does. And honestly, I also suffer from that. I completely understand 100%. In fact, the stuff you just said got my Sonic Theory brain thinking. And now it's like, oh, wait a minute. Sonic, so I know Sonic has been exposed and is constantly exposed to chaos energy, and that's part of why he can do what he can do and just adapt and run ridiculously fast and like always wins. But not only that, but Shadow is too, because he was literally created by Gerald Robotnik using chaos energy and Black Doom. We know that for a fact because they literally have to put inhibitor rings to stop him from being too overpowered, and that's insane. So it does make sense. Like, he could easily adapt, and it's probably not only that, but probably because Sonic and Shadow both share that chaos energy, kind of like that constant exposure, so they probably feed off of each other. And they do, but both rival-wise and probably that way too. That's something I've never thought about or really explored, but that sounds like a potential future project or something to look into.
Yep.
That's cool. That's great.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll let you go with this one last little fun bit. His wings, literally just a representation from Kingdom Valley.
Yeah.
And any other movements that he has for the surfing and other stuff like that is literally his adaptive DNA taking on the form of human-made vehicles through organic matter because the Black Arms would never use human weapons.
Yeah.
Oh,
Writer
well,
brain.
let's get to... Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt
No.
there.
Writer brain. It takes over. Please don't let me keep going.
It's fine. It's fine.
Please cut me off. No more drinks, barkeep.
Let me bring up the next person. I believe it was Emerald Cabot that had their hand up next. I'll call her up. Hey, Emerald.
Hello.
Hello.
I just had a simple what is your favorite character from the Sonic franchise question.
Fleetway Supersonic. Please don't judge me. I like the
finally, I'm not alone.
Dude, because I really like psychological stuff that has to do with the characters and their personality. I enjoy the story about Fleetway Supersonic. The whole martyr being taken over by all of the negative energy trying to be a hero and not being appreciated and having it overwhelm him is insanely good because we still have the same question. If Sonic ever decided to snap, no one would be safe. No one would be safe. He is so overpowered and he can get everywhere so fast. We would be done. We would genuinely be done. I love that take. I love that take of literally Sonic saying, I'm done. Because that would be the most dangerous freaking day. That's Doomsday right there.
Yeah.
That's Doomsday. Also, he's fluffy and funny, and I like his spiral eyes and feral teeth. They're cool. They're fun.
I agree. Yeah.
He's fuzzy.
Yeah. I've never read Fleetway, but I always thought the design looked really cool.
I honestly like the idea of just power overwhelming someone that he uses so much of it. Like, think of Frontiers. He used it so much more than he was used to. That was such a great foundation for them to somehow make it go bad. Like, just once. Somehow, like, maybe on the third time he uses super form, there's just a flash of that, like, spiral red in his eyes for just a split second. Because of how tired he is and how much he can't control that much energy all the time. Would have been so funny. But yeah, no, I'd say that one. That one, and then, like, Espio and Shadow and Silver are my favorites. And Blaze.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for answering my question.
Thank you for the question.
Yeah.
All right, so thank you for that question, Emerald Cabbage. So our next question is, before I call the next audience member, has any of the official Sega people stopped by the festival at all at any point?
The official Sega people?
Yeah, like the official Sega people. Have they ever made a comment or stopped by at the festival at all?
So aside from
Dread, who would I probably could be considered only because he works with them sometimes. I'd say Devin. Devin stops by a lot, who's the voice actor for Sonic and Prime. And I've actually been friends with him for quite a bit. So when that happened, I had to like go run find him and be like, "You're Sonic now!" And he's just like, "Why are you screaming?" But him and like one time actually the stage artist for TSR actually popped in for a little bit.
Oh, nice.
And they did the art for my favorite stage, and it was freaking the Frozen Junkyard. I love Frozen Junkyard because the music is so good. So yeah, no, oh my god. So that was a good time. But other than that, I wouldn't say anything like super crazy. But it would be cool if more of them like found us. That would be cool. I know we're fairly small and we're kind of new with this name. So I'm hoping like maybe next year we could reach out to more people and get more out there. But yeah, no, I'd say like maybe of the few that I happen to know, probably them. Probably them.
Yeah, I will say this, like, Sega's just been so supportive with their fans. Like, they encourage a lot of fan creativity and fan festivals like this one. So shout out to them on that.
I think that's a wonderful thing.
Alrighty, Biblical, would you like to ask your next question or call up the next person?
Okay, yeah, let me see. I see Jonathan's had his hand up for a while. Why don't we call on him?
I'm ready for the question. Let's go.
Hey, Jonathan.
You're muted.
Hello, everybody.
Hello,
Hey.
hello.
What is your question?
Well, my question is, if you could play any character or legendary character, anything at all, any Sonic character at all, which one will you be?
I think I heard it. I think, Bib, you may have to help me on this. Did he say if you could play any Sonic character at all or any Sega character at all? What was that what he's saying, Bib?
No, any Sonic character.
Oh, any Sonic character. I think that's like, okay, if you could play any Sonic character whatsoever, Glitch, what would it be?
Oh, if I could voice one? Is that what it is?
Oh, if you could voice one.
Oh,
okay,
gosh, man. Shoot. Freaking give me Honey the Cat. She deserves it.
Yeah.
I'll bring her up to snuff. Let's go. She deserves to be up there. I'll take her.
So true.
Honey the Cat would be fun. And then for the meme, Amy Rose, only because my community would never let me live it down. They would make fun of me so much. They would make fun of me so much.
I love how you do the tarot card reading on the stream too. It's just
Yes,
so
I
well
do.
done.
I do. Adventure Amy
Into the
Rose.
voice.
Yes, I have a tarot card redeem on my streams where if you redeem it, because I love doing tarot readings, and I've been doing it for a while, I actually turn into Amy Rose, and then using Adventure Amy Rose's voice, I'll do a tarot reading for you. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. But yeah, no, I do Honey the Cat. Why not? She deserves it. She deserves the voice. Let her be heard.
That is true. That is, I agree on that. So I believe Reverend is the next person to have their hand up. So call them up.
And if Twitch chat has any questions for us too.
Yeah, for sure. That's also for either on our Twitch or in Glitch Twitch, Glitch Kitten Twitch. If I could speak right here, please feel free. Yeah. Hey, Reverend.
Hello.
Hey, what is your question?
My question is, what was I? Okay. What I'm going to ask is, like, is there any Is there any songs like from the Sonic series that you're like to listen to when you wanna just relax?
Ooh, relaxing songs. I got two for you. Aquatic Bass from Sonic 06 is one of my favorite calming tracks, even though the level itself is stressful as all hell. How dare you, Sega? And then End of World. End of World, also from Sonic 06, is also so eerie, and yet it's so calming at the same time. I don't know why. Both those tracks. Those are like the calming tracks. I love them. Those. Definitely those.
There's a lot of calming soundtracks.
They're so good.
Yeah. No, I got a music related question for you. In your opinion, what makes Sega music, and not just Sonic music, because we all know everybody loves Sonic music, but what makes Sega music in general just so good?
I think it's because they're okay with being experimental with their music. And this could be seen with a lot of their games and their franchises, because like there's always that feeling of passion, but not all of their music sounds the same. It just has that very passionate aura to it that you're like, that's a Sega song right there. That's the Sonic song right there. That's a Jet Set song. Like, it has that vibe. It's always so bouncy and upbeat, and then can switch to cinematic and heartbreaking at the same time. I love it because it's I feel like every song itself will immediately bring you to that level or that mission or that game, like immediately. It's so iconic. I think that's what really stands out for the music that Sega produces, even from back then to now, because even if you listen to like all the old arcade classics, their music goes hard for no reason.
Right?
It's so good. It could be the menu music, for God's sakes, and it goes hard. So I'd say that. I think it's they also tell a story through their music, and that's why all the music goes so hard like it does. I think that's why it's so integral.
Someone in chat said Samba de Amigo. Yes!
Samba de Amigo, so good, my boy, my son.
Oh yes, and I'm so happy they brought it back recently too.
Mi amor.
I lived. I lived. Anyways, oh my god, I really need to play Samba de Amigo. I tried the Party Central demo and it was really fun.
I do love that one. I think the only issue with that in terms of like the fact it doesn't get talked about a lot is because it's a rhythm game, and when you play a rhythm game long enough, you kind of see everything. And it's really good, don't get me wrong. The costumes are fun too. But I think that's why it, like, when it came out, everybody was excited about it, and then it came out, and then that was kind of it. Like, you know, it has its, you know, songs and other stuff like that. I like that this time they went with pop Spanish songs, whereas, like, way back when it was very, like, classic. So I liked that. It was very funny. But yeah, no, that it looked fun, but also I just love Spanish music representation. Let's freaking go.
In this house, we love Samba de Janeiro.
Yeah,
let's
I'm so
freaking
with you.
go.
We
Thank
love
you.
Samba. Yes,
Thank you.
We love
Thank
Samba de
you.
Janeiro in this house.
Yes, we do.
God, I could go on an entire TED talk about like some of my favorite Sega songs. Mostly Nights though, but I do love my good fair share of Sonic music and Space Channel 5 music as well.
Yeah, but that would just be like. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Bev. I didn't mean to interrupt you there.
Space Pirate Channel. That's it. That's the sentence. Space Pirate Channel.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it this way: like Sega music is so iconic that literally the radio for Jet Set Radio, like the website, still runs to this day. Like,
oh really?
I've seen that. Yeah.
It still runs to this day. It's still great. It's still part of childhood and nowhood. It's great.
We love Jet Set Radio soundtrack.
Yes.
Hideki Naganuma.
Yeah.
We love Hideki.
We love that.
I don't know if you've done it yet, Glitch, but if you haven't, like one of the streams just needs to be like where we just have like just go on and we just like listen and analyze like different Sega songs and talk about them.
Theory. Yes. I would love to do a music theory.
Oh yes, please. I will so join you on that.
That would be fun. I know that's something we kicked around too, that we kind of play with for Factor Cap, but yeah, no, that would definitely be fun.
Yeah. Like, I could be like, oh, this is a secondary dominance. This is in this key. This is how this functions, and this is how this chord moves to this. I really need to brush up on my music theory, to be honest. But yeah, that would be so fun. I love that.
Okay, I know we've got about 10-ish minutes left. But my next question is, what is the most obscure Sega game that you wish that you wish more people would know about?
Oh my god.
That's a tricky one, because I feel like recently there's been a lot of there's a new wave of people really digging into these classics. So there's some titles that are not as not well known as they used to be. And I think it's because we're having a lot more crossover and Easter eggs about like these old ones. Like people like know Opa Opa and stuff like that from Fantasy Zone and you know, Choo Choo Rocket, and then you have like, you know, Space Harrier and Afterburner and Outrun and Sega Rally and all that stuff. Puyo, Knights, Sega Bass Fishing, Seaman. Like there's a bunch. Yeah. There's a bunch out there, so I don't know if I could really pinpoint which one would be cool if more people knew.
One. Echo the Dolphin.
I feel like everybody knows Echo, though.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, people definitely know Echo.
People know Echo?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's a great game, but oh, is it so hard.
It's like
You want a
Panzer
challenge,
Dragoon.
you
Like,
play
people
Echo the
know it,
Dolphin.
even if they haven't played it. It's like Panzer Dragoon. They know it, even though they haven't played it.
I've seen a lot of people asking for Rystar. Like, Rystar, there's a lot of people that, like...
Yeah, there is a lot of people that don't know Rystar, actually. Like, they know the character, but they've never played the game. Yeah.
It's a fun game, too.
It does. It's also because, like, Rystar is also, like, showed up cameo-wise in a lot of, like, Sonic games and the Sega All-Stars franchise. So, like, yeah, it's one of those. So, yeah, I don't know. That would, like,
Knights
more
is
people
also
to know.
gaining popularity, so
Yeah.
more people know about Knights, which I'm really happy about.
Honestly, yeah, I'd like more people to know about Knights and like some more classics. Kind of like people know Billy Hatcher, but not the game. And yeah, there's a lot of like characters are known, but not the game they came from.
Oh, Skies of Arcadia too.
Skies of Arcadia is also one I'd love people to like know more about too.
Yes, please. One
I'd
of the
love
best
to
RPGs.
experience it, honestly. I'm pretty sure I have it. I'd like to experience it again because I've only played it once just so long ago though. Like, I'd love to like re-experience it again very soon. And also, I see this get asked a lot, but Soccer Wars is another one that people like kind of say they know but don't remember, or there's just not a lot of like talk about it, but I see a lot of people like mention it.
Oh yeah,
So-
Corey Maru, who runs Sega Bits and Sega Sonic Fan Jam Remix, he's a big Soccer Wars fan.
Yeah,
So I'd say like there's a grab bag of a few that I would love to see get talked about a lot more. I mean, it's kind of also like the whole thing of what this festival is to bring a lot of these things to light that people may not know. So to bring all these like titles back to the spotlight and be like, did you know that these existed and you should play them? You should try them if you can. So yeah.
Bayonetta's kind of popular. Oh yeah, Bayonetta's a Sega thing, right?
Bayonetta's popular. Bayonetta's
yes, it
definitely
is.
known though. Bayonetta's in Smash. Bayonetta's known for sure.
I always forget that Bayonetta is Sega. Oh my god.
Well, yeah, technically they were like what platinum
Technically.
games and stuff. So
Yeah, technically.
yeah,
technically.
people also forget Persona and Atlas is kind of with Sega too.
Space Harrier.
Yeah, Space Harrier is a good one too. Everybody knows the song but don't know the game. I ran into a lot of
Yeah.
people like that too.
I the only exposure I've had to Space Harrier, I'm gonna be honest, I'm outing myself here. The only exposure I've had to Space Harrier is Sega Superstars Tennis.
That's fair. I'd like more people to also know House of the Dead. It's such a staple in arcades, and some people really don't know it, which is wild to me. Because I feel like they've played it but
again-
not recognized it.
I know House of the Dead because Sega Superstars Tennis.
Yeah, but that's the thing. See, I don't mind that people get exposed to it that way, but that's kind of sometimes where it stops. They get exposed to the character and stuff like that, but nothing else. Like, it's a tragedy that we
People
did
were with
not.
that with Knights.
Yeah.
I was with that with Knights.
Yeah,
And then
like,
I'm
it's a tragedy
oh,
the zombie
these
characters
characters
in
are cool.
Sega All Stars Racing didn't get moved over to Transformed. At least I don't think so. It's very sad because they represented, you know, House of the Dead, and you don't get that. You only get the representation via like track, and that's about it.
The House of the Dead soundtrack bangs though.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
So
It's genuinely really good. But yeah, so
God.
I'd say like there's
God.
such a grab bag of various different titles that I would genuinely love more people to like talk about or look into. Because as soon as you mention them, people go, "Oh my God, I remember this," and it's a
you're new to
lovely
the-
feeling to have a memory core unlock like that.
I'm just gonna say this right now. If you're looking into getting into Knights, you can play Knights Journey of Dreams. It's a little more beginner friendly because it holds your hand a lot.
Mhm.
But if you're looking for more of a challenge and the authentic Knights experience, please play the original.
Yeah.
Because Journey of Dreams changes so much stuff, and honestly, I have mixed feelings about it.
A lot of people do, for sure. Crazy Taxi is
I
also
love the
another one I
aesthetics,
want more
though.
people to play or experience. At least experience the original and then like experience the other ones. The original is like so of its time. It's so funny.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's so funny. It's such a good time.
Anyways, we have
think-
more people for round 2.
Yeah, did you want to call up Sally next, Viv?
Yes, I was literally just about to say, why don't we call up Sally?
Yeah, I would say about two more questions.
All right, here we go.
Welcome back.
Round 2.
Round 2.
Round 2.
I don't know, why do I sound like sound like Robotnik from the Adventures of Sonic?
Snooping as usual, I see.
Snooping as usual.
What's question?
All right, so my question is, if you have never tried any of the non-Sonic games, which game you should try to play and why?
Oh my god. So no lie, I have a list. But I think on those, definitely, so Panzer Dragoon is a game that I've always wanted to try. I had it a long time ago and never got to try because it got stolen out of my house. And then probably I would like to redo it's like Skies of Arcadia. Real bad.
Oh, yeah.
Those.
Nice.
Really want to try those. Billy Hatcher was actually the biggest one on my list because it looked interesting and I wanted to try it. I'm glad I did. I really am because it's such a cute game. Screw the freaking carnival park though.
That part is the carnival part
Dino
is the worst.
freaking Mountain. I hate Dino Mountain. All my homies hate Dino Mountain.
No.
But yeah, I didn't even have that much trouble in the snowy area that I did Dino Mountain for that last one. It's so not great. But yeah, no, I'd say, yeah, it would definitely be that. I'm like currently doing arcade nights right now at the festival where we just grab a bunch of quarters and we go to the arcade list and we play a bunch of old Sega arcade games. I played quite a few the other day and it was a lot of fun, but so far, yeah, I'd have to say like Skies of Arcadia is one for sure. It's a big one. And I'd like to retry Alex Kidd actually. Like really bad.
Oh.
There's not a lot to it, don't get me wrong, but like I just want to like re-experience it again. Yeah, no, it's probably those Panzer Dragoon, Skies of Arcadia, and probably Alex Kidd just so that I can experience it again. I'd say those.
Oh, I see.
That's a good list.
Mm-hmm.
That is a good list. I'm not gonna lie.
For
What about
sure.
you, Viv?
And thank you for your question, Sally.
No problem. And before I say anything, because I actually do have a favorite non-Sonic game. I would say Yakuza is my favorite game.
It's a good pick. It's a good pick. Yakuza's pretty good.
Yep, for sure. All right.
Oh my god, I know we were talking about like difficult video game levels. I wanted to talk about this real quick. I hate State Canyon from Nights into Dreams. The only redeeming part of it is the music and Riala.
It's true.
The level design.
We just love teaching you about it on stream.
Anyways, we have time for a couple.
Yeah. I'd say one more question. Why don't you call up Goken-san, Viv, because he never asked a question. Sorry, Jonathan.
Yeah. Oops. Oh no! Oh no! I moved them.
There you go. Hey, Goken.
You dare ban me from the stage, and yet you're trying
I was
to get
about to invite you up.
I'm just kidding with you.
We pressed the button at the same time.
I know. Like every time when I'm called, I just immediately click speak on stage.
Oh my gosh! I was about to say move. I was about to say move to stage.
Anyways, How is the panel and how are your days? How's your day?
We're going well. We're just having fun geeking out about Sega stuff.
I actually want to give you guys a fun fact because today I'm having the Shadow Snow from Bahama Box.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, and it's really delicious. But it's gonna end next month. And now on with the question. So today, Gamescom happened. I'd like to know what after everything what we have revealed that has been revealed so far. What games are you hyped up the most based on the showcase?
Vib, you want to start?
Oh, what am I most hyped about the showcase?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, sorry, I was reading something.
Yeah, hype about the Gamescom showcase.
Oh, I didn't see Gamescom, but I definitely have to say, the new Shadow stuff, like, yes!
True.
He looks so cool. I'm just,
yeah.
I literally stimmed over that earlier today.
I
squealed, I screamed, I stimmed, I had a good time.
Yeah.
I freaked out. I was jumping across the room like a pinball trapped in a pinball machine, just going ding 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 ding. I'm so normal. Shut up, be slaying. Exactly.
How about you, Greg?
I didn't watch Gamescom.
I didn't watch it either.
I didn't. As much as I love video games, I never watch those because I don't need to. I'm gonna be honest. I don't need to because everybody, as soon as it's over, will yell about it on every type of media possible, including Discord.
Literally.
So all I have to do is wait and then look, and I know everything. And then I got more work done that day and still got the news without having to do really anything. But I did see the Shadow trailer. I saw that on YouTube, actually. Perfecto. Like I said, I had a discussion with somebody literally dissecting the entire trailer and what it psychologically meant for Shadow as a whole moving forward for his personality development now that the chains were not there anymore. Perfect. Great. Lots of questions and aspects of open doors that could lead to a lot of possibilities with this moveset in future games if they keep it. But yeah, it looks good. Your Shadow, we are eating good for your Shadow. We really are, and I'm glad that he's getting the love he deserves.
We are eating.
Glad he's getting the love he
so
deserves. Genuinely.
Yeah.
So true.
I actually agree because the thing is, Shadow's lore is adding a lot more, especially with Maria with their own series.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyways, thank you for your question. We kind of got the.
No problem.
Yeah.
And also like your profile Riella in the profile picture.
In this house, we love Riella Nightmare and appreciate him. Thank you. Thank you. Well, anyways, everybody, thank you for all of your questions, and thank you for tuning in on Twitch and here on Discord.
Yeah, and
let me just.
Yeah, and thank you very, very much for coming, Glitch Kitten. I know you're actually doing something with SonicRevolution in the Festival of Ages. If you would like to talk about that real quick.
Sure thing. Yeah, so I will actually be working with a bunch of the voice actors here at Sonic Revo. We are actually going to be hosting our own voice acting panel at the festival. It's called Chit Chat Carnival. We're going to have many different segments. I can actually go ahead and pull it up real quick. It'll show up on screen just as I'm talking about it, which will be a very good visual guide, so... Uno momento. There we go. Festival grounds. And boom. And boom. There we go. Okay. So, we got a couple of segments. Josh is helping host this with me, and I'm very appreciative, so shout outs to them. Pretty much, we have different segments where different voice actors, in character of course, will hang out, and the community can go and ask questions about their adventures and other fun stuff. It's gonna be a great time. It's pretty much what you're used to here, but over there with a lot of different people. We have the first segment, which is HQ Heroes. That's gonna have Sonic, Nux, Blaze, Jewel. We have Team Dark's Lounge, which is Shadow, Rouge, and Omega. We have Asset and Assistance, which is Sage, Cubot, and Omochow. We have Maddening Employment, which is Starline, Surge, and Kit. And you have So You've Met Eggman, which is Fang and Bell. And of course, shout outs to all the voice actors that are helping out with that, which is HVA Andrew, Josh, Infectious Pink, Vib Ripple, Kelp VA, Irina Rooney, JSA King, Prankster VA, MC Voices, Chris the Hedgehog, the Ultimate Voice Actor, Corey Incidents, Rockstar, Naze, and Heavenly Angie for jumping in and helping out. You guys have been phenomenal, and I appreciate all of the excitement. You guys have not stopped talking about it since it got like talked about, so I really appreciate all of the enthusiasm and energy. Everybody's real excited to get to meet you guys. It's gonna be fun. So I am excited about that. That is this Saturday on the 24th around 8 p.m. EST.
Ooh,
and it will be streamed here. So, yay!
Yeah.
Anyways, go follow Glitch Kitten on Twitch. Be sure to join her Discord server if you want to keep up with the Festival of Ages. And, right, we're going to talk about the new cartoon night. The theme for the next cartoon night is DC superheroes. So if you like superheroes, you like the DC comics, I do definitely suggest you guys tune in this Friday. The pre-show starts at 3:30 p.m. Pacific time, 6:30 p.m. Eastern time, and the cartoon nights start at 4 p.m. Pacific time and 7 p.m. Eastern time. Right, and yeah. Next, we have our next panel. Literally over an hour. Right. We have the Revo replays, the multiplayer madness with Team Sonic Racing. Yeah. So if you want to join the Revo Racers on what? I can't English today.
I believe in you.
If you want to watch the Revo Racers race on Team Sonic Racing, then join that panel, and I'm sure it's gonna be a fun time for everyone.
Oh, it's always a fun time, and after Revo replay.
Wait, that's not a panel. Wait, anyways, the next panel for real is Tea Time with Starline and Sonic, so he's gonna be hosting another tea time. Yeah, always a good time showing out with Starline. That's our next panel, Tuesday, August 27th, 7 p.m. Eastern time. Be there or be square.
Alrighty, well.
So sorry.
Yeah.
Keep going.
No, okay, yeah, well, thank you all for coming, and thank you again, Glitch Kitten, for coming. We really wish you the best of luck with the rest of your festival.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And to everybody new that went to go check out and came to follow and join the server, it's so nice to have you. I hope you enjoy the rest of the festival for as long as it goes for, and any other events that come up. We definitely have a ton. There is never a dull moment in that server.
Yeah.
Alrighty. We'll see you all later, everybody.
Bye-bye.
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 Oh boy. Okay. Hi everybody. Thanks so much for hanging out with me for this. I've never been interviewed before about this stuff. Like, I guess kinda, sorta, maybe. I have no idea. I hope I did okay. I feel like I talk too much on those. I get really worried. But it's very exciting to have all these new people come in and hang out. That's really cool. Love your new clothes. Thank you. I appreciate it. Finally, I found the closet. But yeah, thank you guys so much for like coming to hang out and all the new people that came to follow. I appreciate it. Calad, Fun Floof, Sally Acorn, MC2, Rainboom Blitz, Rockstar. You guys are all incredibly sweet. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. We have a couple of things actually coming up on the schedule. So let me go ahead and pull that up actually real quick because this schedule has a lot of new stuff. So pardone me. Here we go. All right, so coming up on the Festival of Ages docket, we had the interview today with SonicRevolution, which was really awesome. Tomorrow is a Discord exclusive event. It is the Galaxy Gearhead Sonic Riders Workshop. So pretty much if you're new to the game or you are competing with, in the tournament that's next week, feel free to jump in on this workshop. Our coaches are going to be there and hang out. Hi, Sheeno! Thank you so much for the raid, love. I hope you're feeling better. But yeah, so the Sonic Riders Workshop is pretty much if you want to get adjusted into the game and you want to learn some new tech, the coaches will be there to help you out and get you more comfortable with the fundamentals. Like I said, this tournament is very special because it has
literally skill sets of all types walking in on this. An underdog could very well be first place, just like last year. You never know. So that's what makes this so exciting. On Thursday, we have a guest panel. We have Streets of Rage with Rockaway Carter. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to go through the first 3 games. And then we're going to play the 4th game together. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to learn the history of Streets of Rage, and it's going to be awesome. Then on Friday, we have Name That Tune Factor Cap Sonic Edition. So if you want to participate in that, just jump in via the Discord in the VC once the doors are open, and you can be a contestant on Factor Cap. It is a lot of fun. We're gonna have a good time. On Saturday is Chit Chat Carnival, which is the Sonic Revo voice actor panel. Fan VAs get Q&A'd in character. We have several segments which we went over. We have the HQ Heroes, the Shadows Lounge, Maddening and Employment, Asset and Assistance, and you know Eggman. So excited about that. That's going to be a really fun time. And then on Sunday, we have Arcade Night Part 2. Pretty much we're going to grab our quarters, go to the Sega Arcade, and play a whole bunch of new titles that we didn't get to play last arcade visit. Do not worry, I have quarters for everybody. So it's going to be a fun time. So I hope you guys are ready for it, because after this week, oh boy howdy, it's going to be a busy time, because of course we have the Sonic Riders tournament coming up very soon on the 30th and 31st. Very, very, very excited for that one. We have already hit 25 contestants that are going to be in this tournament. It's insane. Sign-ups did close today, so unfortunately, if you wanted to compete, there's no longer any doors to do so. However, it is not the only competition we are going to be having. We will be having a lot of tournaments throughout the year, many brackets, many fun things, so keep a lookout for it. And opposed from that, that is pretty much it. Alrighty, so let's figure out, also hi Omega, let's figure out who we're going to raid here. Give me 1 second. Let's see. We've got quite a few that are just doing some crazy stuff. Yahoo! Who to raid? Let's see. You know what? We have so many people. I can't ever, like, pick. I'm so bad at this. Crazy stuff. My favorite. Raid my pantry. Give me your biscuits. You know what? Okay. Guys, do we want to continue with Sonic stuff? Do we want to do something different? Oh, you know what? Man. The SAESR events are going right now with the Sonic Heroes bracket tournaments. That could be fun. You rating out, GK? I am. Sure, let's do Sonic. Wait, what's up, Rose? You got somebody you want us to race? I ran out of Arizona on my desk. I need another one. The dog's in front of my fridge. No, I just realized my phrasing. It's his 2-year anniversary? You know what? Sure, we can go raid Kit. Where is he at? Let's see here. What's he playing? We can do that. We can show some love. Let's do that. Of course we will. We love the Kit boy. Let's see. There you go. He's playing Pokemon Crystal version. That's a good choice. I love Crystal. That's one of my favorites. There we go. We'll go and wish him a happy 2-year anniversary. Our raid message will literally be happy 2-year. And you guys have fun over there. He's a sweetheart. I love Crystal. I love Crystal. I hope you guys had a fun time during the interview. It was very exciting. I didn't know what questions I was going to get, so this was a lot of fun. It just reminds me how much I really love this event and how much I love running it and hanging out with you guys. I'm a little sad there's only like this week and next week left. Once September 1st happens and we have that ending ceremony, it's all done until next summer. It's It's kind of crazy that we're already hitting that, but you know what? Let's end it off with a bang, right? Let's do our absolute best and make this festival freaking awesome. It's been great with you guys, so I really appreciate it. But I heckin' love you guys, and I hope to see you guys for the workshop tomorrow, and then for the guest panel stream on Thursday. I will see you guys later, and remember to show this much love and appreciation for something this good, thankfully, takes ages. Have a good night!